All right. Hello, hello, all.
Meow, how is
Yay.
everyone?
We're back.
Yay, we're back. Yes, happy weekend, every
Happy
pony.
Sunday. Trying
Yes,
not to think about Monday.
yeah, tomorrow's Monday, but we're not gonna talk about that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Look, it's still weekend for us. So, yeah, I'm Kels. I am going to be your moron behind the controller. I play our protagonist and half the other characters. A lot of mono bears or mono cubs. Um,
Mm-hmm. They're great monocles.
I love the mono cubs. Like,
They're pretty funny, not gonna lie. This time around, sometimes they be like whack, and then these guys are kind of funny, not gonna lie.
I mean, they annoy the shit out of Monokuma, so they're great in my
Right.
book.
He's feeling the taste of his own medicine, and you can't ask for more. I love that.
Exactly.
Yeah. And hello, my name is Manabingu. I'm a resident voice actor person. You might have seen me today earlier at Henshin and Dragons with Markusatsu, and it was
Yay.
interesting. So, I've never done D&D in my life, but I hope everyone enjoyed me. Apparently there was a BL scene or something.
Whoa.
I see. No. Watch the VOD. It's actually pretty interesting. I seduced a doctor. A long story short,
I like
seduced a
it.
doctor to I guess I'm going with the trend of being a man whore.
Exactly. You
Everywhere I
just
go.
you have to uphold the legacy. We
I
have
have
the
a
man whore
brand.
legacy. Exactly.
It was just so funny because all we were trying to do is find a violin in the hospital, and the doctor wouldn't show it to us, so I seduced the to say yes to letting us see that violin, and now we have a date to play Nintendo Switch later. Yeah.
That sounds amazing. I've never heard switch and chill, but you know what? It works.
It did turn out to Switch and chill. He's like, oh my god. It's like, so what are you doing tonight? And I almost said, hopefully you. I almost said that, but I stopped myself because I'm like, I feel if I say it,
Why stop yourself?
the
Don't stop
universe
yourself.
is gonna explode. So, for those who saw the stream and saw, it's like, oh wait, I literally said, hold on, I almost said something really that would probably I don't know the rating of this stuff. So I stopped myself and I'm like, you like Nintendo Switch?
Yeah. Sometimes
That's
I
great.
forget other streamers, we don't necessarily have a rating on here. It's kind of been the whole, probably not something you want your kids to watch.
Yeah.
Maybe you do. I don't know. I'm not going to judge your parenting. But I feel like there's more wholesome streams out there.
Yeah, and I mean, since okay, my mind was there are a lot of Kamen Rider and Tokusatsu fans who are younger and stuff. So but if by chance they are, well, I mean, we already had a BL scene and whatever. At this point, I'm like, well, good night. That's my afternoon.
Perfect.
And now I'm here. And actually, the fuckboy that I did play is now dead. So now we're gonna figure out. Okay. I know, right? There
Sorry,
he goes.
Donna.
Too early.
All right. So, shall we recap what happened last time?
Yeah.
All right. So, with Shuichi's help, we begged Miu to make security cameras so we can catch the mastermind. Unfortunately, Nantaro was found with fatal head trauma at the spot the mastermind was supposed to be after fighting Leoma, and since he wasn't it, the killing game is still going. Since no one is fessed up to drawing first blood, we're having a trial anyway and teaming up with Suichi again to find the culprit. And Monophony is developing the photos. Since the body was found at the spot where we tried to catch the mastermind, and the only person besides us who knew about the trap was Suichi, who's been raising death flags this whole time, our relationship may be doomed if a certain someone decided to turn our trap into a death trap. We also tried to get Angie's skill, but she tried to convert us. Kibo called us out on our egregious robophobia, and Tsumugi loves bringing characters to life even more than we love piano, which we haven't actually played yet, despite attending a lab for it. So we're still not trusting our flashback beam memories. I'd like to point out, so like, if everyone's skills are made up, then how does Mew, like, we know that Mew can at least do some inventing things. So I don't know if it does give us the skill or not, if it's not real. I mean, who knows? Maybe that flashback beam is real. This is Danganronpa, anything goes. Anyways.
Exactly.
Shall we get into the investigation?
Yeah.
All right. Back into Deadly Life and let's investigate.
Also, chat, congrats on the previous attempt at the Toku campaign earlier. That's awesome. I like your character. Anyway, hello.
All right, so let's talk to people first.
I don't know who killed Rantaro, but it's Monokuma's fault it happened. Because he pressured us. This happened. That motive he gave us is part of it, and so is that strange music. Not even an anime OST, how dare he? He played that music at such high volume to make us feel sick and want to kill.
It was awful. I thought I'd go crazy.
I bet someone felt pressured by that and killed Rantaro. It's all Monokuma's fault.
Anyway, we have to stop the mastermind, so this is the last murder that ever happens here. We just have to. I will say, that music was awful to listen to.
It was so bad.
It was not fun. Oh, can't wait to find out what I have to say to her this time. Don't talk to me, crotch itch. I'm fucking busy.
Wow.
Mew continued
Off to a
ignoring
great
us
start.
while she fiddled with the controller. Huh? What's that controller for? Dun 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 dun! It's a prone. Prone?
I don't mean to butt into the conversation, but don't you mean drone? If it was a prone, I'd team up with the rest of the Ganglion Alliance to destroy humanity.
I have no idea what she's talking about. Me neither, Kaede.
I think it's like a mecha anime. Like Gang Lion sounds very familiar.
I have no idea. Wait a second. The controller is... Now you're getting it, dick cheese. She laughed obnoxiously and pointed her finger upward. Ha! Feast your eyes on the latest creation from the gorgeous girl genius, Muruma. It's a drone!
I told you that's a drone. If it was a drone, it'd be leading a pack of vicious monsters.
I don't get it. When did you have time to make this? I got bored after I made those cameras you asked for, so I modified this RC plane. I even decked it out with a camera so it'll take perfect aerial photographs. From there, I'll use the photos as a reference to draft a floor plan to help the investigation. This way, I get out of having to do any actual investigative legwork.
I mean, I guess.
I mean, like, look, she's at least being productive, and the less she does, the less I have to voice her. So,
Yeah, way more productive.
I'm into
than me.
this. Drafting a floor plan with photos? That's amazing. I'm sure this will help with the investigation. The only problem is, I'm not used to operating a drone and taking pictures with it. You shouldn't be proud of that. And if you don't hurry, the investigation will end soon. I can't do shit about that, so just calm your tiny tits and shut up. Shut up, you! My chest is way better than your nasty cow udders.
Wow.
Udders? Udders?
Damn, we went for that.
Yeah.
You're a bit wimpy when someone stands up to you, huh? You're actually a complete wuss.
Wow.
Hello,
You
Mr.
teamed up
Drome.
with us. Amazing.
I love it. Alright, let's talk to Shuichi. Hey, Kaede, do you remember what we saw when we came in here? Yeah, I remember. We saw the moving bookcase close on its own, right? No one even touched it, so how did that happen? Actually, it has to do with how the bookcase works. Shuichi moved the bookcase to reveal the hidden door.
Ramble.
Take a look at this. If I let go of the bookcase... He let go of the bookcase, and after waiting for a bit...
Ramble.
More rambling. Oh, it closed on its own. The bookcase is set up like an automatic door. It closes after a period of time. It makes perfect sense when you think about it. If it didn't close on its own, you wouldn't be able to put the bookcase back after you went inside. I see. The bookcase has to close on its own once you go through the hidden door. Alright. But wait, if the bookcase closes itself after you enter the hidden door... Oh, maybe the reason why the bookcase closed itself was because the mastermind was hiding just past the hidden door. After killing Nantaro, they ran through the hidden door. It certainly is possible. Let's check that now. Huh? How do we check it? The dust on the card reader, remember? Shuichi moved the bookcase again to reveal the hidden door once more. Ramble. We couldn't do this while the door was open.
Apparently not.
Alright.
That's too
let's see.
convenient.
Seriously, they have to be everyone else in the room has to be watching us open and close this. Like, what the fuck is wrong with them? We leaned in to get a closer look at the gap of the card reader. Huh? The dust is still there. It looks like the card reader wasn't used. That means the mastermind didn't hide here. What if the mastermind replaced the dust after they used the card reader? No, I remember exactly where I put the dust. This hasn't been moved at all. I don't know how you did that, Shuichi, but I guess you are the ultimate detective, so...
She got mad skills.
Yeah. I think it's safe to assume that the mastermind did not go through this door. Then the one who moved the moving bookcase at the time was... Nantaro himself? I can't say for sure. We'll know more when we get the pictures back. There's a chance that someone else was hiding here. Well, I still think the mastermind is the culprit. So we just need to find the clues that can connect us to the mastermind. We'll end the killing game that way too. I get the feeling that it's not going to be so easy to find the mastermind, kinda.
Exactly.
Why did the culprit not step forward and take advantage of the first blood perk? What? The culprit must have killed to survive, so it is odd that they would not step forward. True.
That's what's bothering me right now. Like,
It is
you literally
weird.
had one shot to to
To
that's
just go,
weird.
yeah.
Yeah.
True. I wonder what that means. I can think of several possibilities, but the worst case scenario is the culprit's objective wasn't to survive, it was to kill everyone here.
Yikes.
Everyone? That would explain why they would forego their survival in favor of a class trial. But doesn't that seem like kind of a stretch to you? Well, if the culprit is also the mastermind, then it's certainly plausible. Well, true. Killing us all does seem like something the mastermind would do. So we cannot lose this fight. Even on this uncharted path, we must find our way. I feel like I've given Kirumi a different voice every single time, and I apologize, because I don't remember what I did.
Consistent.
Who needs consistency? She's the ultimate maid. She can sound whatever the fuck she wants. Well, if you're the ultimate detective, then you've got your eyes on the culprit, right? What? Tell me who you think the culprit is. I don't mind if it's just an educated guess. Oh, I want to know too. No. I'm sorry. I can't say anything yet. But there's someone you're a little bit suspicious of, right? No, there's gotta be. But you're afraid of that. You're afraid of suspecting someone, aren't you?
That's how it looks to me. But with things the way they are, wouldn't it be better for you to suspect others more? And let me just warn you. The way the world works is that those who speak win. The truth can be easily twisted. In order to fix a twisted truth, you need something even more powerful.
What do you mean?
I mean that testimonies without evidence are powerless. Be careful.
Okay,
This man went to prison.
that he did. Okay,
That's
so
why he's too much.
we
Which is why he's at the top of my list of suspects.
just because he's been to prison once.
Yes.
All right. The moving bookcase is closed right now, so the hidden door is currently out of sight.
You guys set up a security sensor on top of this bookcase, right?
Yeah, it should still be there. Let me check. Shuichi climbed on top of the ladder and looked on top of the moving bookcase. It's still here. I should take it down now.
Removing it is fine, but won't your receiver go off when you move it?
No, it's all right. I turned the receiver off.
Huh? You can turn it off?
Yes, I made sure to switch it off on the way down here. I thought the mastermind could still be inside, and I didn't want to alert them. I see. Smart thinking.
See, the main reason why it's not that he's a prisoner. Like, the main reason I suspect him is the way he died is way too similar to what Leon did. And he's the only one who plays tennis, so he plays a ball sport, right? And there was a ball-looking thing on the ground.
I mean, my
And-
big question,
Yeah. His aim would be the best out of all of them.
is he tall enough to do that, though?
I mean, in tennis, it doesn't matter if you're tall or short. It just, like, I guess, dexterity with the ball, in
Well,
my
yeah, but
opinion.
it's a metal ball. So it's not like
Yeah.
it's a tennis ball.
I guess. Well,
Let's look at the
what would he
body
use
and-
as a-
Because I
what
don't
would
really
he use
remember
as
it.
a tennis racket.
I don't think a tennis racket would hit an iron ball.
We'll figure it out.
I'm,
But yeah,
I'm pretty sure I don't need to tell you this, but shouldn't we investigate Nantaro's body? Yes. If we want to find clues, we have to. But if it's too much for you, Kaide, you don't have to, okay? No, it's fine. I can do it. All right, let's look around the body. My mind was set, and I started to walk towards Nantaro's body. Shuichi, you look so imposing just standing there.
Yeah.
Like, sir, you look like you murdered him. Just
Yeah.
the way that you're standing.
That's sus.
The last time I saw Nantaro, he was alive and well.
And now he's dead.
Yeah. Why did Nantaro die here? What do you mean, die here? I mean, if Nantaro was the one who moved the bookcase, that would mean he came all the way over here after the bookcase opened. He moved away from the hidden door to this spot. Why would he do that? And there's no trace of his body being moved. It doesn't add up. Are you okay? You've gone pale. Although, I guess that's normal. We have to investigate a body after all. The body of someone who is alive and talking to us just a little while ago. It's okay, really. We just have to do our best. Not just for Nantaro's sake, but also so we can avenge him. And so we can protect everyone else. We have to defeat the mastermind who's orchestrating this whole thing. Kaede, I'll help you any way I can. I'll support you for this investigation. I am sort of a detective after all. Sort of? You are a detective, remember? Right. Just sort of a detective.
Just a little bit, maybe a tiny itty bit.
Alright, so it's a bloody shot put ball is on the ground.
Mm.
This shot put ball, could it be... Yeah, it definitely came from the warehouse on the first floor. There's blood all over it. That's the murder weapon, right? I don't see anything else that could have been used. The shot itself is heavy. You would have to be fairly strong to use it as a weapon.
Mm.
Fairly strong, huh? I mean...
Or you build one of those perpetual motion machines, put it on top, and make it bonk from the top.
Or you go up there and you drop it down on top of him.
Mm-hmm.
Because it looks like there's a gap between those books, but I can't look at those books, so I assume that I'm wrong there.
Yeah, they could have been on top of the bookcase and then just dropped it from that height, and then, yeah, he got knocked out.
I know we need to examine his body, but I'm not sure where to start. It's okay. I can do it. Suichi showed no hesitation as he began to examine Nantaro's body. There's blood on the back of his head. It looks like a pretty deep wound. It's consistent with blunt force trauma. I don't see any other injuries. The Monokuma file is accurate. This must be the fatal wound. So, we can trust the Monokuma file?
Unfortunately.
Yeah, for now. Suichi then stuck his hand into Nantaro's pocket. That a banana, or are you just happy to see me? Wait, what are you doing? I'm checking what he has on his person. There might be a clue. If we're going to do this, we have to be thorough. I told you I would support you after all. How can you say that with so much confidence? Oh, come on, Kaede. Pull yourself together. Nantaro had in his possession the key to his room and the student handbook monopad. The monopad is definitely his, and it's exactly the same model as ours. He didn't have a card key on him? That's what I was thinking, but he didn't have it. Then, Nantaro really wasn't the mastermind. If he was the mastermind, he wouldn't have come here without the card key. So, with what we know now, that's the most likely possibility.
Still sus, he could still be.
Why was Nantaro here if he wasn't the mastermind? I mean, it's hard to believe that he would be the mastermind and the killing game would keep going. So,
Right.
Kaede, are you okay? We've finished investigating the body. Let's get out of here for now, okay? Yeah, sorry.
He really is the ultimate detective. Kyoko also had a habit of investigating the corpse's pants.
It's a inherited skill.
Mm.
Something is bothering me. Why did Nantaro come to the library? It seems likely that he's not the mastermind. What reason did he have for coming here?
Manga. No.
I'm guessing it had something to do with what Nantaro mentioned earlier.
Oh yeah, I get to
You get to
voice him
voice
in
him
flashbacks
still.
even if he's dead. Oh.
It's not about outfoxing everyone in this killing game. It's about ending the game itself. That's the real goal.
Ending the game itself. Then it's possible he noticed the hidden door in the library just like we did. What? He might have come to the same conclusion we did, that the mastermind would come here. You mean he had the same idea as us? No way! He should have told us. We could have worked together. I collapsed to the floor, crushed by the weight of my frustration. No, he probably couldn't risk telling us. Like you said, he was suspicious of everyone. I have you, Kaede, but Nantaro didn't have anyone he could trust. That might have been the only difference between me and him. As he said that, he offered me a hand. I took his hand and he firmly pulled me to my feet. Kaede, let's go. We can't waste time now. You're not going to give up, right? You're going to save everyone. Sweetie.
Poor baby girl.
He's
Cry.
right. I can't give up now. Thanks. I feel like I can rely on you even more. Huh? Sweetie's right. We can't give up until it's over. I can't stay depressed forever. I have to help everyone get out of here. We have to continue the investigation. We gotta find the mastermind. Yeah, I don't know about you, but I'm guessing someone is not going to survive this between the two of us, so...
Mhm. It says maybe the real mastermind knew this was a trap and lured Rantaro into his.
It's a possibility.
Yeah.
The moving ladder I used to reorganize the books on top of the bookcases. Nothing out of the ordinary here. It's a mysterious globe, but I don't think it has anything to do with this incident. Tons of books are crammed into the bookcase and arranged in various stacks on top. It doesn't seem as if anything has changed since we set up the cameras. The books that you stacked up haven't moved. Oh, you mean the ones I stacked to keep people from going through the vent? Yeah, those have been left alone. Alright, so those didn't do anything. This is the rear door. It's the furthest door from the stairs and it leads to the hallway. By the way, this is a sliding door. See? It opens when you slide it. Yep, that's what a sliding door is. Yeah, I saw that.
We learned our doors.
Do you think Nantaro entered through this door? I can't say for sure until we get those pictures back from the Mono Cubs. You're right. We'll just have to wait. Alright, I don't see anything else in here. Okay, never mind. I'm missing something I should investigate a little more.
I'm still mad that they took our pictures. Like, what if they don't give it back, or what if they're tampered with?
You never know.
I hate that.
The vent is open. I was the one who took off the grate and left it in the duct. And we were keeping watch in the classroom this vent leads to. I don't think the culprit came in or out through here. Yeah, that's true. It's the front door that leads directly to the basement stairs. We went through this door before we discovered Nantaro's body. We entered the library through here with Kaito and Tenko. Yeah, we saw the moving bookcase close, and then when we ran over, we found Nantaro's body behind that bookcase. I wonder if Nantaro entered through the same door as we did. Maybe the mastermind did too. When we see the pictures after the Monocubs develop them, that'll be clear. I guess all we can do is wait. Now can I leave? Kaede, I think we've investigated the entire library now. But we still don't know anything yet. I feel like we didn't get any closer to the mastermind. The most important piece of evidence will be those photos. Once we get those... But then again, we can't just say that and do nothing. Let's keep investigating what we can. Keep investigating? Yes, I think we should collect alibis. We need to verify where everyone was during the time frame when Nantaro was killed. If that's the case, then who should we question? The 6 people that went down to the basement with Nantaro: Kaito, Gonta, Maki, Tenko, Anji, and Himiko. Let's talk to them first.
Smart.
They should have been in the game room, along with Nantaro. Let's ask them about what happened there. Okay, let's go find them. For now, let's head to the game room. Alright, let's get out of here.
Chad has a good theory. If Shuichi is right about Rantaro making a play against the mastermind, and if I'm right about someone turning the camera setup or the mastermind into a death trap, what if Rantaro is the one who tried to turn it into a death trap, but messed up and got himself killed?
That is
At
a
least that way we
possibility.
don't have to accuse Shuichi.
I like that. I like not having to accuse my bestie.
Right.
Maki, you were in the game room when Nantaro was killed, right? What were you all doing down here? Nantaro was with you, right? Am I a suspect? Oh, no, that's
shit.
not what I meant. You should suspect me. In fact, you should be suspicious of everyone. Huh?
Girl?
Someone got killed right after we all gathered here. The timing is too perfect. Then again, with the time limit so close to expiring, maybe that's why it happened. So, trust no one, Kaede, or you'll lose, got it? I can't get a read on Maki at all. She just saw a dead body, yet she's perfectly calm. It's hard to imagine her as the ultimate child caregiver. But
Well, if you caregive for children, you have to be prepared
that
to
is
be
true.
scared for a lot of things.
Yeah, that is
'Cause
true.
They get hurt so easily, like, it's ugh.
And you can't panic, so like
I know. That's the scary part. Because you have to be the calm, collected adult whenever they fall down, you know?
Yeah. But
Anyway.
why were you all here in the first place? It was Kaito's idea. He suddenly wanted to hold a strategy meeting and gathered us together. He said we should confront Monokuma once the time limit expires. And he picked the 7 people he thought would be useful in a fight.
Wow.
7 people. Kaito, Gonta, Maki, Tenko, Himiko, Anji, and Nantaro. But, I'm not sure those 7 would all be useful in a fight, though. Kaito thought Himiko's magic and Anji's connection to Atua would be useful. But what about you, Maki? Why did he also pick the ultimate child caregiver? He just looked at me and said, yeah, you probably know how to fight.
Wow.
That's it?
Wow.
Jeez. That does sound like something Kaito would do, though. But why have a strategy meeting in the game room in the basement? Beats me. Maybe Kaito figured it would be harder for Monokuma to find us here. In other words, it was just coincidence? And what was Nantaro doing at the time? Was he in the strategy meeting with you? He was, at first. But then he excused himself to go to the bathroom and left on his own. Kaito and Tenko went looking for him so we could finish the meeting before time expired. That must have happened around...
Yo, what are you guys doing here? Well, never mind. Your timing's perfect. You should join our strategy meeting.
Kaide is definitely welcome to join. Then, did the 4 of you just wait in the game room the whole time? Angie, Himiko, and I were the only ones who stayed behind. Gonta never joined us. Huh? Gonta wasn't with you guys? Gonta did arrive, but then he left and locked himself in the AV room in the back. He was in the AV room by himself? Suspicious behavior, isn't it? The other 2 felt the same way. What other 2? Why don't you go to the AV room? They're probably still there. Okay. Let's go to the AV room.
Damn it, I don't want to suspect my big himbo.
I mean, either Shuichi's gonna die, or he's going to be accused of murder, or we're gonna die, or we're going to be accused of murder.
This is sad. This is so sad.
I have a
Only the
feeling
first
one of us
case.
is in there. Like, they can't, or for some reason one of us is going to betray the other and we're going to hate each other. Like, there is no way they're going to let us have this cute little buddy cop budding romance shit that we're going on for the rest of this.
I'm sad.
Hey, Shuichi, the AV room is that room in the back, right? Kaede, have you never been in there before? Nope, not yet. Anyway, let's go. Alright. Let's chat.
Oh, wait, Gonta not murder anyone. I told you, we're not saying you did. We just want to talk.
No, it's him, alright. He's got the face of a killer.
No, Gonta boy is outside. On inside, Gonta gentleman.
Gonta is a gentleman.
He's a good boy.
Hey, what's going on here?
Gonta strikes me as case for victim fodder like soccer. Please don't jinx it. Don't jinx it for my man. Oh, hey there, Kaede. We're just trying to ask him.
Yeah, just tell us well, we're still asking nicely. Are you or are you not the culprit? Or are you not the culprit? Are you not the culprit?
Gonta, what? It's just been this over and over. We can't move forward at all.
I think your questions are the problem.
Then I'll change the question. Timmy buys 5 strawberries for 50 cents each and 1 apple.
That's totally off topic, Kimiko. Do your own math homework.
Damn it.
Hey, Gonta, I talked to Maki earlier. You were in the basement AV room alone the whole time, right? But what were you doing in here alone?
Gonta happy to be invited to meeting, but Gonta think he might not be much help because he's not smart. So Gonta in here alone, watching Bug movie. A Bug's Life.
What? How does that help?
Bug movie fill Gonta with fight. Make Gonta ready to fight Monokuma.
So it helps you fight. Okay, sure. You do you, Gonta.
A Bug's Life helps you fight?
Apparently.
But why was it locked?
What was locked?
If you don't answer honestly, I'll change you into a girl with my magic.
Gonta no can become girl Gonta, then Gonta never become gentleman.
Himiko, can you just shut up for a second? You're making this harder than it needs to be. Gonta, can you tell us what happened next?
Gonta just need focus. If Gonta no focus, Gonta no can fill up with fight. That it really. Gonta just wanna protect everyone. But you guys not gonna believe Gonta, huh? Cause Gonta's so big and scary looking, huh?
I believe you, Gonta.
I believe. Calm down, you're making a really scary face. Cause Gonta feels so useless.
After hearing his story, I can see why people would suspect him. But I wonder what really happened. Could he actually be the mastermind?
Nah,
Hey, Kaede, let's investigate this room a little more. We also need to verify Gonta's alibi. Yeah, you're right.
Alright, what can we
Let's
look
see
at?
the Bug movie.
Alright.
A Bug's Life. A Bug's Life teaches the oppressed to rise up against the capitalists who exploit their slave labor. Oh my god, you're not wrong. Gonta watching Bug movie to fill Gonta with fight, so Gonta can fight Monokuma. But Gonta need to focus and fill up with fight, so Gonta lock door.
That sounds like a lie. If you don't tell the truth, I'll blow your clothes off with magic.
If Gonta naked in public, then Gonta never become gentleman.
Himiko, shut up! Stop saying ridiculous things!
Gonta just wanna protect everyone, really. Why no one believe Gonta? Gonta feels so pathetic.
It's okay, Gonta, I believe you.
Your best boy right now, buddy.
Exactly. There are a lot of
Me
movies
too.
crammed into the bookcase. Oh, The Legend of 1900! I've always wanted to see this film. The one with the pianist that has eyes like a dead fish, right?
What?
This film won awards for its phenomenal music. US audiences were moved to tears. Well, Americans do tend to get emotional. What else do they have here?
The Notebook? No.
I grabbed a movie at random, and the case was covered with pictures of naked men and women.
Oh.
Find any movies over there?
Oh god, oh,
Oh,
no!
Nothing suspicious over here! Let's go and look somewhere else!
Oh.
What's wrong? Did you see something?
Oh, she saw something.
I said it's nothing! There's nothing here but a bunch of movies! I mean, movies!
Wow, move.
Kaede, you're panicking. It's okay if you found a clue, you can tell me.
No.
Here, let me look.
Oh, hell no.
Don't come over here!
You're in the wrong section, buddy.
A couple minutes later,
Oh no.
we were both looking down at the floor with beet red faces.
That's sad.
I told you.
Damn.
Let's investigate something else.
Holy shit. That's so sad. Why is that here? Like, no offense.
We have we have our friendship of investigation, but our friendship
Also-
cannot take watching porn together, obviously.
Also, way too much.
Yeah.
This door is different than the one we used to enter the game room. Is
I
this
thought
connected?
this was a school.
Is this connected to the hallway? It seems that way. Let's check. It's a sliding door. I'll open it. I tried to open it, but... Huh? That's weird. It doesn't open all the way. It looks like it wasn't installed right. I can only stick my arm through. I can see the hallway on the other side, but I suppose it's not possible to use this door.
Oh my god. Gonta feels guilty. Gonta admits Gonta was watching bug mating.
You didn't realize the bug movie was bug porn.
No, if it's Gonta, it doesn't matter if the door was locked. I mean, stuck. He's strong enough to throw that super heavy manhole cover.
Yeah, he could eat this door for breakfast. Gonta no eat door for breakfast. Breakfast most important meal of any gentleman's day.
I agree. Huh? You think Gonta could eat
Not
this
enough
door?
fiber.
No, not that. I mean, I don't think he did anything like that. Look at this. There's dust piled on top of the railing of the door. This sliding door hasn't been moved in a while.
So then he just forced his way through the gap.
That's not possible. There's maybe enough space for a baseball to fit through. I guess an arm could fit through as well if it were thin enough.
So then he probably used magic that makes you slim and keeps the fat off.
Gonta no can use magic.
Oh, I can use magic.
These two never have anything important to say.
Agreed. But at least the himbo's nice.
What's the matter, Shuichi? Nothing, just something I want to confirm. I'm going to try the sliding door one more time. As Shuichi peeked through the gap of the sliding door, he muttered, I thought so. Look, you can see the rear entrance to the library from here. This door and the rear entrance are located straight across from one another. So what? I'm not sure if it matters yet, but it is a little concerning. Concerning how? I think we've investigated everything here, too. Then what should we do next? For now, let's ask the others some questions. There are still people we haven't talked to. This would be done with if we had the pictures. We wouldn't have to waste our time like this. We'd already know who the mastermind is. That's true, but we shouldn't wait around and do nothing. Yeah, you're right. I bet this huge speaker produces some high-quality sound, but that's not relevant now.
Or is it?
Exactly.
Anything in this room could be a clue.
Yeah.
It's a screen for the projector, but the projector is turned off. If you roll up the screen, you could use it as a long pole of sorts. So what? I was just thinking that it could be used for something. Used how? Sometimes you say some weird things, Shuichi. Must be a detective quirk of yours. You think so?
He's
Sorry.
not telling us everything, damn.
You can treat it as me talking to myself.
Exactly. What are you not telling me? Is there a bug movie in here?
A video player for watching movies. There's no video inside, though. This doesn't
Where's
have
the
anything to do
bug
with the
movie?
case.
Where is the bug movie?
Wanna see a bug's life? I genuinely love that movie.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
You haven't? Oh my
No.
god. I think you should. It's pretty good actually. Like for its time, like I was like, damn, actually I'm pretty impressed with this shit. It's really good. Watch a bug's life.
There are some posters rolled up with rubber bands in a cylindrical basket. Is this a movie poster? They're all the same, too. I took a poster out and unrolled it. Ultra Despair Girls 2. Coming soon.
Oh, it's already been released, honey.
No, it hasn't. We haven't had 2. Looks
Oh,
like a game,
2.
but I've never heard of it before. A high school girl with a megaphone and a serial killer. Sounds like some lame spin-off.
Oh my god.
Is this one of Monokuma's pranks?
Only she knew.
Probably.
Give me the second one.
Do it. Don't be cowards.
I miss Smooth Brain Komaru.
Videos and DVDs have been jam-packed onto the shelves on the wall. Documentaries about insects. I wonder if Gonta was watching this.
Mhm.
All right,
Pretty
let's
much.
talk to our morons over here.
I mean, if he had like an hour left to live, of course he would be doing the thing he loves most, which is looking at bugs.
Yeah.
So that checks out.
I thought for a second you were going to say, of course he would be watching bug porn, and I was very confused how you got to that conclusion, but...
I mean, if that's what he wants.
I mean, look, I'm not gonna judge. Like...
Right.
The culprit is definitely Gunta. He's suspicious no matter how you look at it.
No, it's still too early to determine that. There are a lot of things to consider.
Really? Even so, it's definitely Gunta. He's suspicious no matter how you look at it.
No. Why don't you help investigate before you decide that, Himiko?
Investigating is a pain. Gunta's suspicious no matter how you look at it.
Like I said, you need to investigate before you decide that. Hell, use your magic for all I care.
Magic shouldn't be used like that. A little weak to corruption.
Then stop being so lazy and put some actual effort into solving this.
No, I'm lazy.
Exactly. God, Kaede.
Jeez, I can't believe that happened right next door to our strategy meeting.
Hey, Kaito, can you tell me more about this strategy meeting of yours? You gathered everyone to meet in the basement, right?
Yeah, what am I, one of your suspects now?
No, that's not what I'm...
Nah, it's natural that you're suspicious of me. But I'm not the culprit, I swear it on the universe. I got nothing to hide, so you can ask me anything.
Okay.
Did
Well,
you kill him?
now that we have the chance, let's look back at the entire incident together. Kaito went to the scene with us, so he might have noticed something we missed.
Alright then, where should we start?
After Kaede and I set up the cameras, we were keeping watch from the classroom. Some time passed, and then we saw you guys go down to the basement. When did you start asking people to go with you?
I don't remember the exact time, but I asked them one by one, and we all went there together.
That's when we saw you. You, Gonta, Maki, Tenko, Anji, Himiko, and Nantaro.
Now that I think about it, the monitor started going off just before that. The creepy music made it hard to keep the strategy meeting going.
I want to confirm what you've told me so far. Everyone went to the game room for this meeting, and no one went to the library, right?
Yeah, we went straight to the game room, but right after we went inside, Gonta went into the AV room and just wouldn't come out.
Yeah, Maki told me about that.
After that, during the meeting, Rantaro left to go to the bathroom. But we thought it'd be bad if the meeting stopped, so me and Tenko went to get him back. And that's when we met up with you guys.
We had gone down to the basement because the security sensor receiver went off. And right when I was about to open the library door, you guys called out to us. So after you and Tenko left the game room, Himiko and Maki were still there, right?
Yeah, I can guarantee it. However, I can't guarantee that Gonta was in there the whole time.
I see. So we can't confirm Gonta's alibi yet. The library's rear entrance is at the end of the hallway, correct? Did you see anyone there?
Well, I didn't get a good look, but I'm sure I would have noticed if someone was there. Then I opened the door to the library with you guys, and then I found Rantaro's dead body. That's just about how it went.
We didn't learn any new information, though.
So I'm not cleared of suspicion yet, huh?
Don't worry. You're not a likely suspect.
Hey, that's not something a detective should say.
What?
If you suspect me, you better pursue it to the end. Investigate until you're satisfied. If you don't do that, you'll never reach the truth. Ranto would have died for no reason. This is where you need to let your ultimate talent shine.
Sweetie. Anyway, if you notice something or remember anything, let us know.
Well, I'm not planning on leaving it all to you guys. I'll investigate in my own way.
Okay.
Sure.
Alright, let's get out of here. We're not getting any more from them.
Hold for Despair Girls 2.5 HD remix.
Please.
Because Kamado do be a smooth brain like Sora.
Hey, Tenko. She really
Wow.
is. Oh, Tenko, I wanted to ask you something. We asked
Not about
Tenko
Aikido.
about what happened in the game room, but she only confirmed what Maki had told us and didn't provide any new information. I see. I knew it! Gonta would be the most suspicious since he locked himself in the AV room. Not to mention, he's also a male.
Wow.
Are you submitting that as evidence? By the way, how has your investigation been going? I haven't done any investigating.
Wow.
What? Hey, degenerate! Don't give me that face. I've been doing something else. I've been watching Anji. Watching Anji?
Okay.
We agreed to investigate with one other person, right? But Anji's just been wandering around alone. Oh, that's why you're with Anji. I don't want to suspect anyone either, but girls' lives are at stake here. For an investigation like this to work, we have to trust each other. Oh, she does not look happy right now.
Mm-hmm.
Don't act all high and mighty with me, you two-faced degenerate. Sorry, that wasn't my intention. She's always a peach to talk to.
Yep. There's your girl.
You're not gonna investigate, Auntie? Investigating is important, but I gotta say my prayers to Atua too. Oh, Atua, please let Dantaro enter heaven safe and sound. I suppose a prayer couldn't hurt. Nantoro died in such a gruesome way. Would he be able to go to heaven in peace? It'd be nice if he could. Don't worry, I'll pray hard. If I pray hard enough, I'll earn enough points to become a platinum disciple. Sounds like a credit card rewards program.
Oh god.
Alright, well, we didn't find anything useful there either.
I mean...
Other
she
than-
should pray, that way Rantaro doesn't haunt us.
Yeah. Okay, I'm assuming there's not really anything in the classroom we were in.
Yeah.
So, because we were in it the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what you have.
Oh god. Missed it.
Oh, investigating together, are we? You two sure have gotten awfully chummy.
Are you here alone, Kokiti?
Yeah, why?
We all agreed to investigate with at least one other person.
Oh, did we? Well, just because we agreed doesn't mean we have to do it, right?
Why would you do something that would make everyone suspicious of you?
Because I'm an evil supreme leader, remember? I'm supposed to be suspicious.
Anyway, there's something I wanted to ask you. What were you doing at the time Nantaro was killed?
Being suspiciously evil. No.
Yeah.
Oh, an interrogation from the ultimate detective himself? What a rare opportunity. Then I'll gladly answer. To tell you the truth, I was in the library, smashing in Rantaro's head.
Hey, quit screwing around and take this seriously.
Why? Do you really need to, do I really need to tell you guys what I was doing?
What?
If I give you my honest answers now, it just make everything boring, right? I'd rather just tell you at the class trial. That would be way more fun. The trial's gonna be boring anyway, since we'll have photo evidence.
What are you saying?
I'm just saying, this is a game. Let's have some fun with it.
This isn't a game. Nantaro was murdered. Our lives are at stake.
Exactly! It's a game of life or death!
Ugh.
Yo, I'm so excited! I want the class trial to start already.
Is Kokichi actually enjoying this situation?
Yeah. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
See the little bitch.
Let's check out the warehouse because
Lies at everything.
we know that the shot put ball probably came from there.
Mm.
So maybe we can find something else. I don't think this place is related to the case. Okay, apparently it's not.
Mm.
Never mind. Alright, I don't see anyone else hanging around, so... Maybe outside?
Mm. Kokichi trying to combine the energies of Byakuya and Nagito.
Yeah. Kaede, let's look around the school building for now. Oh, okay.
That's a weird combo.
Let's see. Where are people on my map? Okay. Oh, there are people in the classroom. Probably because we were in there in hindsight.
Yeah, most
And they
likely.
don't trust us.
Mhm.
Fair.
Kaede, Shuichi, I would like to ask you two a question. You were on the lookout inside the classroom, right?
Yeah. From here we could keep an eye on the basement, and it was close to the library, too. That's our alibi. We were both in this classroom when the murder occurred.
I see. Then the probability that you two committed the crime is extremely low. By the way, were you two together at the entire time?
No, I did leave for a bit to see what was happening in the basement. But besides that, we were together the whole time until the receiver went off. Yeah, that's right.
I understand. Thank you very much.
Is that all you wanted to ask?
Oh, may I ask you one more question, specifically about that vent? It appears to be connected to this classroom. The air duct in the basement hallway leads to it.
Yes, I was also concerned about this vent. That's why we kept watch in this classroom. Because the culprit wouldn't be able to use this vent if we're here on lookout.
Under those circumstances, it would be difficult to sneak into the library from here.
Kaede stacked up books in front of the library vent as well. With those in the way, it would be even harder for someone to go in and out.
Really? I will be sure to save that important piece of information to my memory bank. I hope my line of questioning was not offended to either of you. It is necessary so that we may find the truth.
Kibo, you totally sounded like a detective or a lawyer just now. Oh,
I should get my own game.
maybe you were a detective or a lawyer in a past life.
Past life? How could I have a past life when I am not made of human components?
I mean, Makoto seems to be what he was created off of, so...
Oh, let me guess. You wish to hear my alibi, yes?
Huh? How'd you know?
My appearance and actions thus far suggest I am someone who would commit a murder.
You did bring up child murder unprompted the other day, so... At least
Yeah.
he's self-aware.
So, to briefly state the truth. When the body discovery announcement played, I was in the dining hall eating supper. The other people there with me were Miu, Kirumi, and Tsumugi. The Mono Cubs prepared the meal for me. It was listed on the menu as pasta that tastes like a lonely old lady eating her grandkid's birthday cake or some such.
That pasta sounds depressing.
I thought it was going to be called The Last Supper. That concludes my alibi. I do hope it can be of some help.
And what about the people around you? Did you notice anything in particular?
Ah,
If there was something to note, it would be that Miu was tinkering with something or other. There was also a brief period of time where Tsumugi left to use the restroom.
The restroom, huh? Interesting. Well, Tsumugi is the ultimate cosplayer. She could have gone to the bathroom to secretly disguise herself as someone else. Someone else?
Oh no.
But who? I don't know, but I'll go talk to her. She should be at the crime scene in the library.
Talk to Kibo and then we'll go talk to her.
I hope it was him.
Hey, Kibo, what were you doing and where during the body discovery announcement?
My alibi.
Are you glitching right now?
No, I am just searching for the right words. In all honesty, I was alone in my room, so I admit my alibi is not altogether reliable.
So, you don't have an alibi?
But Ryoma said he was alone in his room too.
Geez, way to throw him under the bus.
Wow. That was not my intention.
But I see. Both Kibo and Neoma don't have an alibi. That means it's possible one of those two is the mastermind.
Am I under suspicion because I don't have an alibi?
No, I won't suspect you just because you don't have an alibi. I suspect you because you're suspicious. And I'm not saying that because you're a robot or anything. I'm not robophobic at all.
Wow.
Thank you very much, but you don't need to be so PC.
What does that mean?
Yeah.
Putting aside the thing about Tsumugi, now we know everyone's alibi. Huh? What about Kokitsu? We don't need to ask him. He was definitely alone. Everyone we talked to hadn't seen him, so no one would corroborate his alibi, right? That means he must have been alone. Oh, you're right. I guess that's why you're the ultimate detective and I'm not.
Alright, let's
Wow.
go chat with my wife. My wife.
Waifu. Whom we don't want to suspect, but like, damn.
I mean, we didn't see anyone else go down. So, like, how would she have gotten down here even if she was disguised?
Hmm.
But I guess it's good to find out anyway, so.
Hey, Tsumugi, I need to ask you something. She looks like she's busy thinking about something. She won't talk to me. Okay, but that's no excuse to give up.
Because we're not a wife.
I grabbed the hem of Tsumugi's skirt and began to lift it slowly. I'm gonna lift your skirt, Tsumugi. You okay with that? Wait, Kaede!
Oh my god.
You better talk or I'm gonna lift your skirt for Shuichi to see. And then I'm gonna tie your skirt around your head so everyone can see your panties.
What?
I understand. I just need to talk, right?
Oh, took you long enough.
Well, I can't let Shuichi's innocent eyes get dirty.
No, they won't get dirty.
Wow. Wait, you're looking forward to
Are you saying you've seen dirtier, Shuichi?
what?
Well, what do you want to talk about?
I'm just gonna cut to the chase. Since you're the ultimate cosplayer, that means you could disguise yourself as anyone, even one of us, right?
Oh, so that's what you think of me. Well, since we're in this situation, I'll be clear. I only cosplay fictional characters. I don't cosplay real people, or rather, I can't.
You can't. Isn't it easy to just wear someone else's clothes as a disguise and...
Ew, cosplay isn't a disguise.
Sorry.
Also, honey, I got some news about y'all being anime characters.
Yeah.
Well, you'll probably have a hard time believing me if I just say so, so I'll show you
Show me how.
my cosplay collection. Come on, Kare.
Wait!
I'm being abducted by my
By a
wife.
hot chick.
Yeah.
Tsumugi grabbed my hand and dragged me to the girls' bathroom on the first floor.
I'm sure this is how some porn starts.
Yep. God. First it was bugs, and now this.
Exactly. Are you gonna punch me? Or tie me up?
Are you waiting for that?
Hey. Hey now. There's no way I'd do a thing like that. Now hurry up and take your clothes off.
Please
Whoa!
buy me
you
dinner
were right.
first. What?
You
Why?
were right.
Well, because I'm going to cosplay as you, of course. Now give me your clothes.
Huh? But
Come on, hurry up.
what? I slowly undressed and handed my clothes to Tsumugi. After telling me to look the other way, I waited while she changed into my clothes.
Okay, now you can look.
Huh? A gross, bumpy rash had spread across Tsumugi's body.
Hi, I'm Kaede Akamatsu. This isn't cosplay of the spiky-headed underling of a certain space emperor. This is a cospox, an allergic reaction that happens when I dress up as real people. This is the price for my power, the equivalent exchange for my cosplay.
Okay.
Love that FMA reference.
Okay, I get it. Change out of my clothes already.
Wow.
We exchanged our clothes, then returned to the library where Shuichi was waiting. Kaede, what's wrong?
This reminds me of that one scene in First Basket where somebody had to prove something in the bathroom. Anyway.
Tsumugi couldn't have disguised herself.
You understand, since you saw the cospox, right? Cosplay is love. Cosplay is life. You breathe life into these characters. It's almost like you're summoning them in attack mode. From fiction to the real world, like an oracle channeling the gods. That's why I can cosplay various characters from across the wide world of fiction. But it's impossible to cosplay as someone who exists in the real world. Because that's not cosplay. It's just impersonating someone ill.
I really didn't need that long explanation.
You sure did.
I wonder if Cosbox is real.
I'm gonna guess not.
Damn.
Huh? This chime. It's time, you bastards! Time for the long-awaited class trial. No, it's not. We're just announcing that the photos are ready. Don't interrupt me. Anyway, I'll be waiting at the warehouse.
Hey, does my face look weird to you? Does my face always look this weird?
So long. Farewell.
Still weird.
Did you hear that, Shuichi? The pictures have finally been developed. Let's go. Come on, get a move on. Wait, Kaede.
And then the yeet.
I ran as fast as I could to the school warehouse. I couldn't stay put, knowing that the truth was so close at hand. I ran a full sprint to the warehouse. Wait, Kaede, you shouldn't get so worked up. I can't help it. We're so close to learning the truth. We're gonna find out who the mastermind is. Rise and shine, Earthsign. Oh,
That's the first time we synced.
I know.
Sure did. I came to see you, Toots. You're as lovely as ever. Oh, Monosuke, you're such a little flirt. May I join you for a drink? Drink as much as you want. I've got cash to burn. Thank you. Excuse me. Can we get a bottle here? This is great. Hey, how long are you guys gonna do this for? Take these.
Wow.
It's all the photos. They're separated in envelopes for each camera. Use them to take that bastard down. It's all up to you now. Dad,
Wow.
I'm so rich. What's a journalist gonna do about it? Nothing, that's what. By the way, Monophony, wanna get out of here after your shift ends? I want a fancy steak dinner.
What's your name and age? Home district salary? Do you have another job?
So long. Farewell.
Well,
Anyway, it looks like we have the pictures now. Yeah, finally.
Oh snap! It's everyone.
Kade, are those the developed photos? The culprit should be in those photos, right?
Oh, how exciting! I want to see the dumb look on the culprit's face. All right, let's take a look.
Let's look at the photos taken by the camera near the front entrance first. The envelope that says front entrance has a total of 4 pictures. Let's see the first picture. This is when we arrived at the library, so if it took a picture then...
Yeah, that was right before we found Rantaro's body.
That's a pretty bad picture of me, but don't focus on it too much, okay?
Rest assured, we don't care.
Alright, let's go to the next room. To the next one. This is... It's a picture of us running into the library after we heard Dengo scream. That doesn't help us at all. Hurry up and show us the next picture. Yeah, okay. This is everyone else who came to the library after the body discovery announcement.
Everyone pictured here, myself included, was on our way to the basement. So we got there a bit late.
Hey, these are all the pictures of when we found the body.
There is one more photo of the front entrance, correct?
Yeah, let's take a look at that one. Huh?
Wow,
Suichi?
a photobomb. Nice.
Sorry. It looks like I tripped one of the sensors when I was removing the cameras. What are you saying?
This picture doesn't seem to have any clues that will help us either.
Sus?
The camera pointed at the front entrance only snapped these 4 pictures.
Again, I feel like they're withholding something, and I don't like it.
Neither Rantaro nor anyone else who could be the culprit are in these photos.
Did they both enter through the back door then?
Let's examine the photos taken by the camera near the rear entrance then. Only 2 photos were taken by the camera pointed at the rear entrance. Let's see the first picture. Nantaro! So, Nantaro went in through the rear entrance. Perhaps so no one would see him?
I thought it might be possible that he was moved to the library after being murdered. But that does not appear to be the case.
So that means he was killed in the library after going there of his own will.
Anyway, let's move on to the next one. Maybe it'll show the mastermind. Sorry, me again. This is from when I was removing the camera.
Yeah, what a big attention hog.
He had no choice. To remove the cameras, he had to be close to the sensors. That's all for the rear entrance. Just these 2 photos.
Culprit not in rear entrance photos either?
What does this mean? They're not in either the front or rear entrance pictures. Yeah, that's pretty odd. Why isn't there a picture of the mastermind entering? Hey, Shuichi, don't you think that's weird? Let's look at the pictures from the hidden door camera. That might tell us something. Oh, yeah. That camera should have opened the moment the mastermind opened the door. I hope that was the case as I removed the photos from the envelope. There were 2 photos. The first one was... Oh, Nantaro. But if Nantaro was the one who moved the bookcase, then...
He must have known about the hidden door!
Could the culprit have gotten into the hidden door?
Yes, that is a possibility.
For now, let us see the next picture. There's one remaining, isn't there?
Yeah, here it is. Is it going to be Shuichi again?
God damn it, if it's...
What?
It's not Shuichi. What is Rontaro doing?
It looks like he's reaching for the camera. Maybe he was trying to remove it.
I did notice something while I was removing the camera. The security sensor for this camera was switched off.
In that case, the photo was likely taken just before the sensor was turned off.
But that would mean that Nantaro noticed it. He saw our hidden camera.
Moving the bookcase triggers the sensor, which in turn activates the camera, right? The bookcase appears to have already been moved, so why did the sensor activate?
Who cares? What happened to the culprit? How come they're not in any of the photos? This last photo must have been taken shortly before Rantaro was killed.
If so, then the culprit should be pictured right behind him in this photo.
Then why is the culprit nowhere to be seen?
Sus.
That's all the photos. So we gain no new clues, and we still don't know who the culprit is. What a fucking waste. Did she really develop all the photos? Maybe she got rid of the ones that showed the culprit.
That's what I'm thinking.
How rude. I developed all the film that I was given. I swear by my almighty daddy that I did. Those are all the photos from the hidden camera, so relax and get to deducing. Bitches.
These are seriously all the pictures? You gotta be kidding me. The culprit's not in any of them.
I mean, the culprit has to be in one because we saw everyone enter, but...
Yeah. If the culprit didn't go to the library, then how'd they kill Rontaro?
Yeah, so this must be what they call a perfect crime.
A perfect crime?
Oh man, I've only been slacking off because I thought the photos would reveal the culprit.
You should have been helping us investigate. You weren't investigating.
Yeah, you didn't do shit. Oh, by the way. Rontaro had his monopad the whole time, didn't he? Do you think do you think anything was in it?
His student handbook did not contain much in the way of pertinent information.
I doubt it has anything to do with the case. He simply just had his monopad with him.
I inspected his monopad, but I didn't find anything suspicious about it.
Oh man, so it's got nothing to do with the case. How confusing. Ugh.
Kaede, are you okay? Why? Why aren't they in the pictures? If the mastermind had these photos, it would have solved everything. So why the hell... Kaede...
Oh shit.
Alright, it's time for what y'all all been waiting for, the class trial. Please assemble in front of the Shrine of Judgment in the courtyard. Remember that the red door is surrounded by plants. It's just on the other side. From there, y'all be escorted to a delightful class trial. See you all there.
I mean, I don't remember where it is, but I assume they'll help me.
Time already.
It seems we have no choice but to continue this discussion at the class trial.
I don't want to go.
Me neither. What a pain.
What, you scared? An NPC like you has nothing to be scared of. It'll be fine. I just feel like my back is up against the wall. We just need to expose the mastermind in this class trial. Then everything, including this killing game, will come to an end.
Yes, that's right.
Let's find this mastermind, and if it's a man, let's beat him to death.
Oh.
Isn't beating them to death going a bit far?
Everyone followed Monokuma's instructions and walked towards the courtyard.
What if the death trap was prepared before the cameras were set up?
It's a possibility.
Yeah, like okay, I'm not suspecting the tennis guy anymore. The one who rose to my suspicions now is our inventor lady.
Mew?
Yeah.
I can only hope. I can pray.
Yeah. Me too.
Kaede, really, are you okay? Sorry, I didn't mean to worry you. I'm just so shocked. I really thought that everything would be resolved once we looked at the photos. But I can't give up. I can still expose the mastermind in this class trial. And then everything, even this killing game, will come to an end. I'm okay now, Shuichi. Let's go. It's the red door in the courtyard, right?
All right, let's go.
Whee.
We'll talk to everyone on the way. I have to say, this is a sick beat.
It is. Oh my god, like the Danganronpa games.
I am vibing.
They never disappoint.
Like, this is some bullshit to make me feel badass, and I love it. I'm into that. Okay, red door in the courtyard. Oh, that's not a red door. Is it down here? Oh, that seems like a red door.
Oh. Obviously, since the Monocubs work for the Mastermind, they have a vested interest in tampering with recording any photos to expose the Mastermind.
They do.
Yeah, that's why, again, I don't trust these photos.
It's this red door, right? Kaede, I have one more question. Do you really think it's one of us? Not just the culprit, but the mastermind as well? Huh? Isn't that what you told me, Shuichi? Yeah, but it's just, that was only my deduction. I don't know if I should trust that. Well, I don't know if it's true either, but that's why we need to confirm it. If you just dismiss a possibility and look the other way without confirming anything, then you're just turning your back on the truth. What's the matter, Shuichi? You seem so sure of yourself during the investigation. Sorry. Let's go. I'm sure they're waiting for us inside.
That
These
statue, man.
combos, I don't like that. That makes me uncomfy. That's a weird ass statue. Anyway. So, this is the Shrine of Judgment. Careful, everyone. If bad things happen, get behind Gonta.
Then give me a piggyback ride. Come on, carry
Okay.
me. Oh my god, you're so fucking annoying. So, are we doing the class trial here or what?
No. Monokuma made it sound like we'd be guided somewhere from here.
But Monokuma is nowhere to be seen. What's going on?
In the statue. And it's really weird.
Alright, let's talk to everyone. Get a beat on how they're feeling.
Don't worry about my cospox. It always goes away as soon as I stop trying to cosplay real people. So icky. Oh, I wonder if I still had cospox. Could I get a note and be excused from the class trial? No, I guess that's out of the question. Cospox. Gonta do his best. Let's work together and get out of here.
There's someone behind you, Gonta? No. Just your hair.
It's fabulous hair. Don't worry, even if we gotta do a class trial or whatever, I'll do something about it.
You better get ready. There's nowhere for us to run.
Okay. Yes, sir.
I'm sorry for what I said before. This is important, and And you
Oh.
what?
And you what? Keep withholding information.
And I murdered a
from us.
person, like...
Right. It's finally happening. I can't wait to see what's in store for us. Of course you do.
Where the hell are they gonna guide us? There's nowhere else to go. Get your jacked up looking face out of my sight, you goddamn runt.
Okay. Polite as ever.
Yeah.
Those who will be judged and those who cast judgment. There are two sides of one coin. I wonder what awaits us on the other side of this fog of deception. Okay, sus.
Those photos were a bust, so how are we supposed to find the culprit now? With good old-fashioned deduction.
Yeah.
An intriguing air surrounds that Monokuma statue. It's annoying me to no end.
If Monokuma's not gonna show up, then can we just go back?
If he doesn't show up in 15 minutes, do we legally get to leave?
Right. That's what I'm saying.
I'm sorry, I can't even posit a guess as to who the culprit might be. But I haven't given up. I assure you, we will avenge Rantaro.
My determination is maximum. I will avenge Rantaro. That Monokuma statue is weird. Even Atua agrees. He says it should be replaced with a more divine statue.
One of Atua?
I mean, knowing her, yeah. This Monokuma statue gives off such a weird vibe.
It does. I hate it.
What?
Yep, I don't like that.
It moves.
Why?
I hate this, thanks.
His tidy whities. Hate it. Okay. At least it's gone.
Is this an elevator?
Does he want us to board it? I don't wanna. I don't do scary rides.
I don't want to get on it either.
Stay behind then. Though I'm sure that'll just be worse for you in the end.
Yeah, that's true, I know.
However, if everyone wishes to run away, I will cooperate as well.
Wow.
That's probably not a good idea. There's nowhere to run. As long as that end wall exists, escape's not an option.
It'll be fine. Let's all work together. Remember our promise? We're gonna escape this place and remain good friends afterward. So let's do it. I'm sure we'll be alright. Because we make such an incredible team.
Except for the mastermind, who is wanting to kill people.
Exactly. We'll all be
Ah.
friends except for them.
Except for that, they're not a part of our little friend group.
Exactly.
Remember, on Wednesdays we wear pink. I wouldn't be able to call myself a man if I was still scared after hearing a girl say that. Bring it! I'll show them how I, Kaito Momoda, luminary of the stars, live!
Don't you mean die?
Don't say something all ominous like that.
We've come so far already. We just gotta do it. So let's do it. We have no choice. Wrong voice. We have no choice. We can't turn back now. Okay, bye.
Sure we can. No, just...
Determined, we all stepped forward. Even as we walked towards the elevator, I was shaking with anxious dread. But I kept going. Because I decided to fight. And then everyone had boarded the elevator.
Oh shit. Whoa, that's super cool. It's an actual elevator.
Even so, this elevator is going pretty far down.
We're falling. I wonder how far we will plummet.
Yeah, suddenly have to go to the bathroom real bad. By all means, go ahead.
Do not go ahead.
Don't do that in here. Of course a robot wouldn't understand how inappropriate that is.
As we waited to reach our destination, I whispered to Suichi. Suichi, about that talk from before?
What?
I think everyone is afraid of learning the truth. But the people who are willing to find the truth are the ones who can decide their fate. If you never know the lies from the truth, then you can't choose a path. You won't even know you're on a path. So fight for the truth, even if it is frightening. I know you can do this.
True that.
If you're scared, borrow the strength of others who will be there to help you. Think of everyone you're helping and let that be your strength. I used to be like you. Before a piano concert, I was always so nervous that I thought I would vomit. But then I would remember all the people I've made smile with my performances.
Kaede.
All right, let's go. It's better to end bad stuff like this as soon as possible. Those words were mainly for me, to inspire me so I would not turn back.
You got this, girl.
After some time, the elevator finally came to a halt. The doors slowly opened to reveal what awaited us on the other side. Welcome to the class trial! Oh boy, a class trial's finally starting! Finally, a game that actually feels like a game.
Just as the
Prophecy foretold.
Listen up. From here on, things are gonna get so violent, you'll wish you could turn back. That's not true. There won't be any gory or violent scenes. I'm positive.
Except in flashbacks.
Yeah.
This is an authentic replica of a courtroom.
What bad taste.
Why are you doing this? Why are you making us do this? Is this fun for you?
Yeah, probably.
Of course, putting strangers in life or death scenarios is the best entertainment.
You are seriously the worst.
Oh, esto not. Those who have fun are the real winners in the world. It doesn't matter what terrible things you do or what are done to you, as long as you're having fun.
Wow, this is so sickening. It's almost refreshing. So, how do we get the game going?
There are podiums over there. Please stand behind the one with your name on it.
Following Monokuma's instructions, we headed to our respective podiums. As I walked towards my podium, an image of his body flashed in my mind. Nantaro. He died without knowing his ultimate talent. No, he was murdered by some horrible low-life scumbag. I'll never forgive his killer. That's why we're going to expose the mastermind and end this killing game. That's all I can do for Nantaro now. His killer is in the room with us. The mastermind who's controlling Monokuma and forcing us to play this killing game.
Ryoma, that is far too close. I do
don't
not like
that.
that.
Nope, not one bit.
I don't think I'll ever be fully prepared to find out who that person is, but we have to find out who it is so we can lift our suspicions of each other. So we can end this killing game. That's why I'm here. I can't show any fear here. I must fight till the bitter end. I will face this life or death class trial. All right.
We believe in you.
And we've hit our class trial, so we're going to end early tonight.
Yeah.
So next stream is Tuesday, 10 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock Pacific, as per normal.
That was a lot.
That was a lot. I know. Since we did end early, do you have any theories you would like to share before we jump off?
Well, I think because, again, now I am very much less suspicious of our tennis boy over here. Only because it was a ball doesn't mean it was him. But, I mean, I'm just saying, like, if this was a callback to Leon, like, I would not be surprised. But, now, my suspicions are, because I don't want to suspect Shuichi, but he looks so sus right now. I hate him. My suspicion is, Miyu, because she can invent anything, including a perpetual motion machine that makes the ball drop from, like she doesn't have to physically be there, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
She could have invented something that, would drop on his head if it hit certain something, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You don't have to be there physically, and maybe that's a way that she didn't get caught on camera. So I feel like they mentioned the warehouse a lot, and she was the only one who spent the most time in the warehouse.
Yeah.
I can't think of any other character that spent as much time in the warehouse as she did, because they said that's where the ball came from. So
Yeah.
that's why she is number one. And also, I don't want to suspect Shuichi, even though like a bunch of the pictures were him. And I hate the fact that like these kind of games, it's like, well, this may just seem like a throwaway picture, but in fact, like,
Yeah. I know, the
It's like-
fact that there are multiple pictures of him.
mhm. Making it too obvious, you know what I mean?
See,
I hate that.
the last conversation that we had actually, and this is going to be me doing conspiracy theory, because obviously I don't think they've ever done this in Danganronpa before, but I'm wondering if this isn't a setup. Like, remember when Monokuma tried to murder Kyoko in
Mhm.
the first game, and we ended up taking the fall for it?
Mhm.
We just gave Shuichi a pep talk. Generally, the characters receiving a pep talk aren't the ones who die. It's always the
Mhm.
character giving the pep talk.
Mhm.
And we're also the one who keeps, doing the rah-rah, like, we're all a team, we're all besties, we're all gonna do this. Which is
Mhm.
a threat to the mastermind. 100%
Yeah.
conspiracy theory shit here, but I'm wondering if we're not going to get implicated for this murder. And Monokuma's gonna let it slide because it really was the mastermind.
Mhm. No, I mean, I have a feeling there is a chance that either like fucking what's it? I keep forgetting it. Kokichi
Mhm.
is gonna like make people like stirred up and be like, well, guess what? These two were in the library all alone. So what if it was that or them? You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Ooh, it's probably them. Like, I would not put it past him to like put all the blame on us and then try to convince everybody that it was us.
Mhm.
Because at the same time, unfortunately, we do look like the most suspicious because we set up the cameras and we set up all this other stuff, and we didn't tell everybody what was going on. I mean,
Mhm.
with good reason, like, because we didn't want the mastermind to figure out what we were doing.
Mhm. And there was the 10 or 15 minutes that we weren't in the same room as Shuichi.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, quite honestly, we could have done it and it was just unreliable narrator there too.
Chat says if we are the culprit, that's a direct violation of the one cardinal rules of detective fiction.
It is. But
Yeah.
also, this is Danganronpa, they do not care.
Yeah. Shuichi, if you did turn our plan into a death trap that killed Antaro, please just invoke First Blood and get out so we don't have to get to see you executed. That's so
Exactly.
true. Like, here's the thing. If it was Shuichi,
Hmm.
he should have just said it and then left. You know what I mean?
See, that's the issue is that, like, and one of the reasons why I'm wondering, it, like, once again, going on my conspiracy theory, like, if Monokuma has decided that we're going to take the fall for this one, we don't know that we're going to supposedly be the murderer, so we couldn't take advantage of the First Blood thing
Mm-hmm.
if it was actually the mastermind. And you know that the mastermind is not going to take the fall in the first trial.
Yeah. Because then that would reveal that they were the mastermind. All along.
And quite honestly, I can't see anyone having cracked with the time limit. Like, if you think about it, the ones who all went down to the basement together aren't suspicious necessarily, because why would you go down to the basement with a whole bunch of people to commit a murder in the basement, knowing that there were a bunch of people in the basement?
Yeah, that's a whole lot of witnesses.
Mm-hmm.
That makes
So,
some sense.
and there was only a
Or-
handful of people outside, so...
Or, they purposely gathered a bunch of people down there so that they would be away from them so that they could go and do shit. You know, because a couple people went to the bathroom or something, right?
Right, but then wouldn't you gather everyone? Because if one person is missing out of, say, 13, it would be less noticeable than, like, 1 out of 6. Like, remember, everyone knows that Gonta was in the AV room the entire time and that Nantaro went to the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, the smaller group that you have, the more likely it is that someone is going to notice if you leave.
True. Especially if you're like, hey guys, I gotta go to the bathroom.
Mhm.
BRB.
Mm-hmm.
I hate suspecting Gonta too, but fuck.
I mean, I have a problem believing that Gonta could have done it because he can't open the door. He can't get through the door. He could have thrown something through the door,
Mm-hmm.
I suppose. But he'd have to throw it through the door while the library door was open, and to be able to hit Nantaro across the room.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, he had to have brought the shot put ball in with him.
Yeah. That's true. I mean, he's the strongest, but
Mm-hmm.
doesn't necessarily mean he can fit.
Yeah. And we don't have a baseball player in here, so we're a
We
Best
have tennis.
ultimate shot putter or whatever.
We have tennis.
Once again, you can't hit a shot put with a tennis racket.
Not with that attitude.
So,
And I mean, he was the last person who was arguing with him. But that doesn't mean shit sometimes, so...
I mean, he offered to have people kill him, so...
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't really make sense. I can't see a motive for Ryoma.
I mean...
Like, everyone kind of has a motive of, like, they don't want to die, but also Ryoma literally offered to let us kill him so that we could all get away with it.
It's called reverse psychology.
I mean, I guess, but also, like, it's a little weird.
And to make people think that he's not the culprit because he went and did a stunt like that.
Why would you wait until the last hour, then?
Cause that's when people are thinking about it the most. Probably. I mean, wouldn't that be the best timing to do it?
Not necessarily, because then everyone's expecting it. Like, you don't get down to the last hour, have, like, horrific carnival music playing over these loudspeakers and go, yeah, no one's gonna break.
Yeah. I guess. Damn.
Not to mention, he didn't know about the cameras, so...
I mean, nobody except us and Miyu And see, Mio pops up again. She knew about the cameras.
I mean, plus I assume that, like, I'm making the assumption that the mastermind has to know about the cameras as well. Because we've never gone through one of these games where there hasn't been 24/7 monitoring, except for that one tiny room that Kyoko found in the first game.
Mm-hmm.
So, oh yeah, and Nesumi Castle, I guess.
I highly doubt that they have what do you call? They don't have cameras in the library.
Yeah.
They
Especially
probably
near their door, you know?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Like, so I have to assume that the mastermind would know about the cameras.
Sucks.
It was a really interesting idea anyways, like I like the idea, and if you don't think about the fact that you're being monitored 24/7, like it's a great idea.
Yeah, I mean, nobody told them that they are being monitored 24/7.
That's true.
So they don't
I mean, there's
know.
monitors in every room. There is a monitor in the library. I just didn't click on it.
Yeah. It's true. Man, this game.
And with the Monokubs and Monokuma able to jump up everywhere, I guess I would assume that I was constantly being monitored.
See, the thing that is bothering me the most about this case, is just I can't get over it. But like, you know how like blood just like okay, he got hit obviously from like the ball. But like what bothered me wasn't the blood on the floor, it was the blood on the bookcase.
On the wall?
Yeah, why was it like a bunch of fingerprint looking things? You know
I
what mean?
assumed that was blood splatter. Because, like, so as he got hit by the ball, he would have fallen forward and the blood would have splattered up against the bookcase. Because I did think about that. It was like, wow, that's kind of weird. But
to me, it looked like he was clawing. You know what I mean? And that was his fingerprints.
nah, I think they would have. If it was fingerprints, I assume they would have made us actually look at it.
Oh.
So.
It just looked so sus. You know what I mean? Almost as if he fell from the top somehow and then just slid down and was clawing the bookcase and then just landed how he did. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I think, like, if we can trust the Monokuma file, which we've been able to in previous games, I believe the Monokuma file said that he died pretty instantly, so...
Yeah.
Just from that blunt force trauma, so...
Like, I feel like the setup is too straightforward that, like, It's like in the second one where we were trying to figure out how the robot fell down and all this other stuff. You know what I mean? Like it was just in an unexpected way. Something tells me it's not just somebody was on top of the bookcase and they just dropped the ball on his head and that's how he died. Like no, like I feel like it was a weird like plot way thing, like perpetual motion machine, that or like I said, he could have been on top of the bookcase, got hit as he was climbing maybe, then he fell down, it clawed, you know, to keep his balance or something and just fell the way he did. I don't know. That just
Let's see if I can see the crime scene again.
That just
I think I have the Monokuma file somewhere.
it's just too suspicious. Like all of these cases, they're never like straightforward. It's always something really like a really bizarre, strange of events just happen to happen.
Okay, no, I don't get a picture of the crime scene.
Damn.
Other than that.
That's not helpful.
Yeah.
That doesn't show me the whole thing.
Yeah, because I can't see the...
The only way I can see it being used oh wait, being us and it being a fair mystery is that it's like Nagito setting up a random person into killing him and counting on his luck to make it the person he wants to be the culprit. Hmm. That might be true.
I mean,
And
does it have to be a fair mystery?
right, and then Chad also said if it is Shuichi, then he seems to be following in Sayaka's footsteps of our first love interest who we tried to kill someone.
Yeah. Plus, like, Shuichi doesn't have any reason other than, you know, like the rest of us.
He wants to survive.
And, like, I get that. But also,
Yeah.
it's hard to believe that he would orchestrate all of this and not take advantage of the first blood perk.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, as the ultimate detective, you know, getting away with the perfect murder and getting away scot-free, like, why wouldn't you take it? Unless he, again, developed feelings for us and doesn't want to leave us behind.
Yeah, I don't think that's it, considering the fact if he wins the trial, we get murdered.
Oh, shit. Yeah,
Because
you're
remember,
right.
like, if you if you win the trial as the Blackhead, everyone else dies.
Shit.
The ultimate detective got that far and apparently didn't deduce for the rest of it.
Wow. Okay, you're right. You're right. Damn. And also, it just bothers me, like, just based on the victim themselves, like, why did they go for the guy who doesn't know his thing? Like, I feel like this is gonna be relevant later somehow. Like, that knowing what his, I almost called it quirk, knowing what his special talent was, like, and figuring out what it was,
Mhm.
they needed to get rid of him first. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When, I hate to say it, I really hate to say it, but the most logical one to get rid of and not feel like you hurt another person would unfortunately be Kibo. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
As much as I love Kibo, he is a robot and only a robot, and I guess they would feel less guilty about
This feels
getting rid-
robophobic.
I know it's robophobia. I'm so sorry. I love Kibo. Kibo's my baby. But unfortunately if I were to be stuck in this situation, like, the one who would be the most considered would unfortunately be Kibo, I think. Unless I, again, found out that Rantaro is dangerous, and maybe he is the mastermind or related to the master or somehow, and the most sus because he doesn't know what his talent is or whatever.
See, that's the other reason why I think it has to be the mastermind, because we know that he was looking at taking them down, and they're the only ones who have any reason to take him down.
Yeah.
So, and remembering that this is chapter 1, so technically the rest of the game can explain this chapter. If it gets
This
too
is
fucky.
a setup.
So, yeah.
This is a setup. Just, yeah. I mean, at first I thought Rantaro was the mastermind because it felt like, you know, what happened in the first game. It's like, oh, that person died first. Then it just ended up being the mastermind. But this one doesn't feel like it's gonna be the same.
I mean, plus you have to remember that knowing that this is different, we might not even have a mastermind in here. Like, as Shuichi said, it's just his own expectations, and like we expect it because the mastermind has. I guess technically the mastermind didn't take place in the last game.
Yeah.
Because there was no mastermind in 2. It was just the Junko virus.
Yeah, it was just a virus. It wasn't even a person.
It
was literally just the Junko virus.
So technically, we don't even know that there is a mastermind.
Yeah, there The
here
mastermind
with
probably
us.
doesn't exist
You know.
in this one. And it's just honestly Monokuma and but that's been just such a pattern in all the games. So it's just like fuck. Oh well. Yeah, I as much as I want to be 100% sure on somebody, I just yeah.
I think we've got too many questions.
Yeah. And not enough pictures to show the evidence.
Yeah.
I still think maybe something is being withheld. Yeah. I don't know.
I mean, we don't have any information as to who did it yet, so
Mm-hmm. Now that's what we're gonna find out in the class
we
trial.
are. It is going to be a deduction in the class trial as to
Mhm.
who did it.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to find things out probably about people that we did not care to know. I can't wait to argue with Himiko about it
God.
not being Gonta.
Yeah. She's gonna just go for it and she's gonna accuse him first. I can feel it. Just because she's lazy and doesn't want to do the class trial.
Yeah, I mean,
This girl don't care about anything.
she does not. It's gonna murder her, but you know.
The mastermind is into was technically Hajime as Izuru.
I guess I can kind of see that. I mean, like, he wasn't actively taking steps
Yeah.
like in the first one, you know, with Junko
Yeah.
actually taking place in it.
Uh-huh.
But, you know, I mean, technically they were all remnants of hope, so kind of they were all the mastermind. They just, none of them remembered it.
Yeah.
Except for Nagito because of the despair virus,
Mm-hmm.
which is why he got. I can't say that's why he got all weird. He was already weird to begin with.
Yeah, he was a weird ass little bitch since day one, no matter what.
All I
And
wanted.
Kokichi is following his footsteps of like,
Nagito, Hajime, and Chiaki could have all held hands,
mm-hmm.
but no.
Someone had to make it weird.
Exactly.
Yeah, we don't stand. It's fine. He was fun. Okay, with that being said, though, he was really fun to play. I don't know. I like a challenge, and that was very challenging. So, yeah. I like playing the challenging roles. So even if Kokichi is on my last nerve, he can be fun to play.
Yeah.
Just from an acting standpoint.
I was right. I remembered reading
What?
this, that Monokuma will never directly commit a murder. This is different from the previous rules of that basically said that, you know, like, Monokuma is going to play fair. I don't remember what the actual wording was, but, like, that's some wordplay there.
Monokuma will never directly commit a murder.
Mm-hmm.
So he can indirectly?
Yep. Also, I'd like to point out that does not preclude the monocubs. So technically, the monocubs, according to the school handbook, can go around murdering people. But they're small and cute and wouldn't do that.
We don't know that.
Okay, they're small and cute and would
I don't
possibly do
trust
that.
them. As they can pilot giant robots.
What's the quiet one's name? Like, he could be a killer. We don't know.
Monodam?
Yeah, Monodam.
Yeah. Oh no, damn boy. Nagito was weird because he's Junko and Makoto's.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Well, I think we just don't have enough information yet.
Yeah. Oh,
Hmm?
they can't directly commit a murder,
Mm-hmm.
but they can tell the ultimate maid to do it for them.
Technically.
See, that's one thing, like, about the maid. I'm like, see, I feel like at some point, it's gonna happen, whether it's now or later, that someone's gonna be like, well, you're the ultimate maid, so do it for me, you know?
Yeah.
So that could also
I
be
mean,
a possibility.
I assume she can also tell people no.
Oh,
You know what
true.
I also don't see? Is I don't see a limit on the number of people that die.
Hmm.
Because remember, they had to put on the limit in the first game that no more than 2 people could die during one case.
Mm-hmm.
I do not see that in these rules, so either we haven't gotten there yet, or maybe we're just not going to deal with multiple murders.
Or it's a free-for-all.
Yeah, that's a possibility too. So we never know. Because yeah, like I was thinking about the whole accomplice thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because like the first game does it where Celeste ends up being the murderer,
Mm-hmm.
even though she technically didn't commit one of the murders, but she did commit the second one, so she still committed a murder. But then like the whole thing with Peko and like the like weirdness of okay, like Fuyuhiko didn't tell her to do it.
Mm-hmm.
He just like implied that he wanted it done, and so she did it, and it was like okay.
And then she
See,
died.
not hair, yeah, I know. Pickle.
Bitch.
I will never get over that death.
That was sad. So that's what I'm thinking, like, it could also, like, she's been kind of quiet. She could have gotten, you know, tasked by any of them, whether it's the mastermind or whatever, or she is the mastermind herself, and she's just been hella quiet, to do this. Like, technically, if you hire the ultimate maid to be your accomplice, like, to the mastermind since the day one, and they do all this stuff, you know what I mean? Then they've already been hired before we got here. You know what I mean? And that's kind of dangerous. So.
Yeah, that's a good point. Like, we don't know if any of these people actually know each other. So
we spent all of the second game Galaxy braining the correct culprits and accusing the wrong accomplices. That was so funny. Yeah.
We were getting the right culprits. We could not have told you why to save our lives, but we knew who was killing people.
Because they looked sus at the moment. Yeah, but for this one, like this first case anyway, I'm a little stumped. I'm still stumped on this one because just, well, it's the first case, you know.
Yeah.
It's
yeah, I mean, we don't know enough about the characters to sit there and go, well, obviously it's XYZ. Or like even some of their abilities, so.
Exactly, we don't know what they're really capable of. At least now we know, oh my god. At least now we know that our bae has cospox and will not commit a murder with disguises.
Yeah.
Or else they'll break out and that'll be hella obvious.
I mean, quite honestly, like, if you commit a murder, you get blood on you anyways, most of the time, so. Like, I don't necessarily. I was trying to figure out how we thought she disguised herself, and then we didn't see her come or go again. So I'm not entirely sure how that would have even worked, but I guess it is kind of a good limitation to put on it that, you know, we can't just swap her in as a body double.
I hate the fact, though, that... Oh, I hate it here. I hate the fact that she had to go and prove it to us. As to... I mean, well, that's smart to clear her suspicion. Yeah. But, like, unless... Because she is the ultimate cosplayer, she could also be lying about it and just put on some kind of thing, you know, on her, like, you know how, like, I hate you saying this, Homestuck cosplayers put the body paint?
I mean, she would have had to put on that body paint right in front of us and then remove it immediately. And, like, yeah, I guess we turned around.
Go into the stall, change, and then we...
She told us just to turn around.
Oh.
So,
Exactly, our back was turned.
I mean, yeah, but then she took it off and was fine again, so.
Oh. Damn it. Never mind.
So,
I
I mean, I guess it's a
Crossbox is real.
possibility, but also, like, I've had to help people take body paint off before, and that shit doesn't come off.
Mm, yeah.
You just go to dinner blue because you can't get it all off. It's fine.
You are now a blue person.
Exactly.
I think our personalities from the flashback theme are fictional characters, and Sumugi's loophole is that she can cosplay as those characters.
Possibly. Although,
Mm.
like, technically, didn't she cosplay it as us right now? Like when she
Yeah.
changed clothes with us,
Yeah.
which invoked Cosbox.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. We will find out. Once again,
Mhm.
I don't think any of us has a decent theory. All I've got is my conspiracy theory, so I gotta
Again.
stick with it.
And I'm gonna stick to Miyu because she can invent literally anything.
She could.
And she doesn't have to be in the room to pilot a drone or a robot or what
Yeah, she
have
did
you.
just like spontaneously create her drone that was flying
Ex-
around.
Exactly. What if it was on the drone and then the drone dropped it on his head? You know what I mean? And again, she's the only one besides us who knows about the cameras. And she made the cameras.
Hmm.
So that's why she's still at the top of my list right now. And it's weird that she's been awfully quiet. Like, she's normally hella loud, but like, while we were like doing investigations and shit, that bitch was hella quiet.
She didn't know where we were putting the cameras, though, did she? We kept that from her.
It doesn't matter because, again, since she programmed it, who says that she didn't make a separate, like, second set of, like, what controllers or whatever, you know what I mean? And then she also has control over them.
Well, yeah, but she would still have to know where they were placed, right?
That's what the drone's for. To go around the library and look for it.
Yeah.
Like, who better to detect her own technology than the inventor herself?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stick with my conspiracy theory and say that Kaede is gonna get trapped into being proclaimed guilty. Even though we saw, in theory, she didn't do it.
Yeah.
Just because literally she gave Shuichi a pep talk.
Yeah.
That feels like a massive death flag to me.
Shuichi or not, I'm positive it was someone who knew about us trying to trap the mastermind, even if that list includes us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a
I'd
very
agree.
short list, so
Yep. Exactly.
it's like us and the mastermind.
Damn it, mastermind. And then, I don't know why. Like, besides Miu, my other conspiracy theory, like, out of left field candidate might be Kaito. I can't explain why.
Okay. He just gives you that vibe.
But, like, he just gives me this feeling of, like, he's a good leader type of person who can rally the troops or whatever and convince the masses to, like, get a task done type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
He just has natural leadership skills, so he could have, like, orchestrated people, like, a puppet master is like, you go here, you go here, you go here, you all this other shit, and specifically chose specific people to go to that room, you know. I don't know.
I mean, heck, at this point, maybe it was Himiko with her magic. We don't know.
Yeah, it could have been her. Exactly. She has magic, and she had her chance to prove it, and she's sick and tired of everyone denying that she has magic. So
Clearly.
she's like, you know what? I'm gonna prove it. And then she made the ball float and land on Rantaro, and she did it. Yay!
She just murdered him.
Yeah, yup.
Like someone dared her that she couldn't do it.
And then she did.
And then she did it. And that was the end of poor old Nantaro.
And now she's not even trying to do the class trial and being hella lazy about it
Mhm.
because that's part of her quote unquote being in character. And she just wants to come off as lazy as possible so that nobody suspect the laziest person to have done it.
hmm Or it could have just been Nantaro himself. He thought that, like, he could do the whole, like, throw a ball up in the air and catch it thing. Except for he couldn't, and it landed on his head and murdered him. We don't know.
Exactly. Here's the other thing. Like I have a feeling that he accidentally did it to himself too. Like I don't know if it's too early for one of those kind of cases.
I mean,
But
it's the third game in the series, so this is kind of a wild card. Could technically, but also,
mhm.
it is early. In any case, they're going to walk us through to
Mhm.
make their case, so.
And the thing is, the reason why it also might just be him would explain why nobody stepped up to do the first blood perk.
Yeah.
That's the only reason, besides them not trying to reveal they're the mastermind, that makes sense as to why nobody owned up.
Yeah.
Because if nobody owns up, that means, oh well, he did it to himself by accident. Which
He
sucks.
gets off for his own murder!
Congratulations! But I feel like Danganronpa is the craziest game that would pull off something that dumb, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, well, you thought it was all these people, when in fact it was an accident. No, that's why nobody could take the first blood perk. Ha ha ha. You guys feel
Possibility.
dumb now, don't you? You know. And that would be the ultimate despair. When you thought it was like any of these people who were alive, but it was actually an accident.
Mm-hmm.
Which suck, but yeah, I wouldn't put it past this game. I don't know if it's again too early for one of those, but it's never too early for one of those in Danganronpa.
Exactly. We will find out
Next time.
next time. So, yep, next stream is Tuesday, 10 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock Pacific. You got any announcements you'd like to share?
Yeah. So remember, guys, that Dream Valentine Live is still doing our Ko-fi reward stuff. It's February 11th. The concert is decided it shall be on February 11th, so please look forward to that concert. Again, you don't have to be present to attend. You can always buy a live stream ticket, which is also on our Ko-fi. So go to @DreamStageIdol on Twitter and order yours today. Ooh.
Yay.
And that's it.
Cool. All right. See you next time. Have a good night all. Wash your hands, wear your mask, get vaccinated, and we will be back on Tuesday. And goodbye.